Hi everyone, so welcome back to this deep motherboard course. I'm going to teach you how to master EC and SIO testing, how to locate it in the motherboard, how to check if EC is shorted or not, and much more. So please, if you are serious about improving your repair skills, subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for future videos like this one, and to be part of our family where I have over 1000 friends. You are very welcome. All links in the description. Also, you're gonna find in the description the link for a full article in my website about all what we have discussing in this video. So please make sure you stay tuned and do not miss any moment if you want to maximize your chance of understanding this course. Let's get started. So basically, AC or embedded controller manages power button, keyboard, battery charging, and fan. But for the SIO or super IO means input output. Basically, it manages legacy input outputs, keyboard, mouse, temperature, and voltage. So understanding what these ICs do is step one. They are the brain behind power sequencing and communication with the CPU. If your board doesn't power on, these two chips are where you should start. In some motherboards, you can just find one chip. Like this one, for example, we have just one chip that gather all chips. How we check voltage? Basically, we check the Vin in the big capacitor around the chip, the Vin, okay? We check the 3 volts and we check the clock, okay? But in general, when you find that 3 volts are present around the chip, means the chip receive inputs and generate outputs. I'm going to show you all this. Just stay tuned. So first, let's take a look to some motherboards for beginners in order to know first how to locate the chip. So basically, this kind of chipsets, in some motherboard, as I told you before, you can find just one chip. In this motherboard, basically, we have 2 chipsets. How we check if this IC is shorted or not, is good or not, using, of course, the multimeter, and by selecting the continuity option here, okay? If you focus here, guys, we have many ceramic capacitors around the IC. So we know that the ceramic capacity around any IC is connected to the IC, okay, in one side and connected to the ground in the other side. So if I put, for example, one probe here and check this ceramic capacitor, do you see? It is connected to the ground in this side and connected to IC in this side. Do you see this part here connected to the SIO in one side, and as you can see, to the ground in the other side. I can even check any capacitor here, for example, in this, as you can see, side connected to the ground, and this side connected to the IC. Do you see this part over here? Okay, so all ceramic capacitors around the SIO are connected in one side to ground and in the other side to the SIO. So you can do the same for all capacitors. As you can see, one side good, one side connected to the ground, one side good connected to IC, one side connected to the ground, one side to SIO, one side to ground, as you can see, one side to SIO, one side to ground, one side to SIO, one side to ground. Here also connected to SIO, this side to ground. Means this is good. This is a good sign that this SIO is not shorted. Please, before diving into the course, we'd like to give a huge thank you to the sponsor for this video, PCBWay. PCBWay offers many services ranging from PCB production and assembly to 3D printing and a variety of materials. CNC machining, sheet metals fabrication, injection molding, and more. PCBWay makes it easy to get custom parts for your project. And if you don't like to work a lot with a soldering iron, they can even assemble your PCBs for you. That's the PCBWay. Now back to the video. Okay, but if you find that an IC as a ceramic capacitor is shorted like this, means we have here a short circuit. It could be the ceramic capacitor itself, about 30%, or the super IO. Okay, and of course we have another sign that justify and proof that the super IO is good is the power button, like this one. When you press the power button and the motherboard comes on, power on, means the super IO is good one. So now I will connect the adapter to the motherboard and check the voltages around the IC. Stay tuned. So we're gonna use this motherboard where we have two chips, the EC and the super IO, the motherboard, the multimeter, the adapter. So let's connect the adapter. Look to the fan. If the fan is spin, as you can see, the fan spin means we don't have any problem within the super IO. This is a good sign that we have a good super IO and good EC. So let's select 20 volt in the multimeter. So 20 volt is selected. So the black probe in the ground, and let's check the ceramic capacitors around the chip. We have to find 3.3 volt. Here we have 3.3 volt. This one also 3.3 volts. We can find even 1 volt for the clock. We have 1 volt. This one 3.3 volt. This one 3.3 volt. Remember, the existence of 3.3 volt around the chip means the inputs and outputs are good. This one also 3.3 volt. This ceramic capacitor also 3.3 volt means here this chip is good. Let's check this chip also. The same. Let's begin here. This ceramic capacitor 3.3 volt. This one here, for example, 3.3 volt. This one over here 1.8, good. Also 1.8 necessary for the super IO. So remember 3.3 volt, 1.1, 1.5, 1.8. 1.8 is for enable. This is enable. And 1.1 to 1.5 for clock. Let's check this one here. 3.3 volt. Do you see, guys? The voltages around these two chips are present. So 3.3 volts are present in all around the chips. Means inputs, outputs are good. Means these two chips are good. This is how we can test this kind of chip, the AC, the embedded control, and the super IO without the schematic. So by the way, for more in-depth informations and tutorials, check out my website prospace20.com, the link in the description. And for anyone who wants to accelerate learning, you can join my mentorship program, the link also in the description. So please remember, where you find that ceramic capacitors around the EC and the super IO are not shorted, first remember this rule. Every ceramic capacitor here is connected to the ground in one side and connected to the EC in the other side. So if you didn't find any shorted capacitor, means the IC is good. But in terms of testing, you have to find 3.3 volt and 1 volt, 1.8 around the IC in all ceramic capacitors. About 90% of ceramic capacitors around the embedded controller and the super IO should get 3.3 volt, 1 volt, 1.8 1.5 means the inputs and outputs are good. And also, as I told you before, this is a good sign when you find also 3.3 volt here in the switch, in the on-off button here, or when the on-off button is good, means also that the super IO, a good sign that the super IO is good. I can even check this button. Do you see here this button? If I check, I have to find 3.3 volts. So let's check this button. For example, let's connect the adapter again. So here I connect the adapter. Always the multimeter in 20 volt here, because we gonna check 3.3 volt above 2 volt. Remember, always we select the higher value. So let's check right now this on-off button. We have to find 3.3 volts. So the black probe in the ground, everywhere in the ground, and let's check. So let's check this side here. As you can see, we have 3.3 volts. Okay, we have here 3.3 volts in this side and also in this side. Let's see this side here. Okay, 3.3 volt here, 3.3 volt here, and here for ground. Okay, so this is a good sign that the EC is good.